Parvati and Shiva Philosophical Dialogue. Hello, Namaste, and welcome to the next story from Shiva Purana, story 52. Remember, Shiva had refused the services of Parvati and had forbidden her to come to the place where he was doing tapa. Hearing the words of Bhagwan Shiva, Parvati had said, "Hey, king of yogis, whatever you have said to my father, I want to reply to that. Divine soul, you have decided to do a great tapa. This decision is based solely on your strength, and strength to be able to do all your tasks is Prakriti or nature. Prakriti enables the earth to function. My lord, think what Prakriti or nature really is. Who are you? If there is no Prakriti or nature, then what will be the form of your body? You are always close to the living beings. They always try and understand who you are. This is all because of Prakriti or nature." Hearing the words of Parvati, perfect creator of illusion, smiled and said, "By my severe penance, I have destroyed the nature. Now I exist in form of element. I, as a yogi or a saint man, should never think about Prakriti." Hearing the words of Shiva, Parvati laughed and said, "O large-hearted yogi, who believes in the welfare of the world, what you said, is that not nature? So how can you say you are separate from nature? Saying or doing or any task that we undertake is Prakriti. We are always controlled by Prakriti. If you are different from Prakriti, then you shouldn't hear, laugh, work. But my lord, I see that you can laugh, you hear, you say, you eat, and do they are all the tasks given to us by Prakriti. So Bhagwan, there is no point of this argument. If you're really separate from Prakriti, then you shouldn't be doing tapa at this time. Yogi Raj, please think before you talk. The truth is that you are well in control of nature at this time. If you have destroyed the Prakriti, then how can you exist? Because the world is always controlled by Prakriti. My lord, don't you know that I am element of Prakriti? Yes, you are the male, and that is the truth. But you function and exist because of me. Bhagwan, if you have full control over your senses, you still function according to the Prakriti. And Lord, if you really believe that you are separate from Prakriti or the nature, then you shouldn't be afraid of feminine presence." Hearing the words of Parvati, Shiva was speechless. Then his divine form appeared in front of Parvati and gave her the permission to serve him. Afterwards, Shiva said to the king of mountains, "Hey Giriraj Himalaya, I want to do tapa at your peak. Please give me the permission to do so." Hearing the words of Mahadev, Giriraj Himalaya said, "Hey Mahadev, the whole world is yours. All the devtas, devils and humans always pray to you. I'm a mere human. So how can I give you any kind of permission? God, you can be here for as long as you wish to." Shiva smiled and said, "Giriraj, now you can leave. I want to continue with my tapa or my meditation. Your daughter can come here every day to look at my divine form. She can also serve me." Parvati and Himalaya were very happy to hear the words of Shiva. They bowed to him and returned home. From that day onwards, Parvati visited Shiva every day for his divine darshan. She always took along 2 of her friends. They served him by cleaning his feet every day, after which they prayed to him and returned, and this became a daily ritual for them. Sometimes they even sang praises. One day, observing the commitment of Parvati, Shiva thought, "The arrogance that has taken place in her heart has to be destroyed before I can marry her." On this thought, he again immersed himself in meditation. And then he was worry-free. Devi Parvati continued serving Shiva with full devotion. Shiva also showed her his divine form with purity. Meanwhile, Indra and the other devas went to Brahmaji. On Brahmaji's direction, Kamdev, the god of desire and pleasure, went to the Himalayan mountains. The motive was to get Shiva and Parvati married for the welfare of the rishis and the devtas. Tadkasur, a devil, had been troubling all the rishis and the devtas. In order to kill him, Shiva and his strong son were needed. Kamdev tried to disengage Shiva from his meditation but was unable to do so. Shiva got angry and burnt Kamdev. Now Jagdamba could only enchant Shiva and help the devtas. So Parvati, for the welfare of the world, took the firm decision to marry Shiva. Undergoing a difficult penance, she was able to win the heart of Shiva. Then they both got married and started living a happy life. Together, they also completed the task of the devtas. This is all for my story today. I'll come back with my next story tomorrow about the birth of Vajrang. Thank you. See you all tomorrow. Bye-bye.